Cooking with Carrie. Today I wanted to talk about cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls seem to be a lost art. I want to give you a couple of hints or tips that can help your cinnamon rolls turn out like your grandma's. The first is to allow your dough to rise fully. One of the things that makes the best bread dough is bread flour. Be sure and use that in your dough. Second of all, good ingredients. Today we've got white sugar, brown sugar, butter, and corn syrup for our filling. When making cinnamon rolls, sometimes people think too much can never be too much, but actually it will overflow and your cinnamon rolls will become smoked in your oven instead of the delicious cinnamon rolls you were hoping for. The final ingredient that I believe you can go a little heavy on is your cinnamon. You want to flour your surface so that your dough doesn't stick. Good dough will actually be a little sticky and need some flour underneath it for a nice moist cinnamon roll. After you've kneaded it a bit on the counter, I suggest a really great rolling pin. I've always had a wooden one and I love this, but recently my husband bought me this non-stick rolling pin and it works great. You want to get your bread dough in a long rectangular shape. Now I like my cinnamon rolls to be big, Cinnabon style. So I make a very big rectangle. Again, look how nice this rolling pin works. None of the dough is sticking. And it allows me to not put all that extra flour. You can tell this dough is good. You can hear the air popping. It's had time to rise. All right, now we're ready to add our topping. A good recipe will not have large amounts of filling because again, you don't want this to trickle out of your cinnamon roll and onto the bottom of your oven, causing you to have smoked cinnamon rolls. So believe it or not, this small amount is plenty for our recipe. Just spread it around. And then, for added measure, I like to sprinkle just a bit of just the plain brown sugar all over. Again, not too much because I don't want it to seep out the side while cooking, but enough that I feel like everything is getting covered. And then again, you can never have too much cinnamon. This part is a great job to let your kids do if they're wanting to help you in the kitchen. All right, once we've done that, we can roll up our cinnamon rolls. And again, depending on what size you like, but I really like a big cinnamon roll. This recipe right here makes about 40 to 45 cinnamon rolls, large cinnamon rolls. Again, you can see how your flour helps you out as your dough wants to stick a bit. Okay, one of the best secrets I can tell you about making a good cinnamon roll is actually how you cut the dough. Oftentimes if you use a knife, even if it's serrated, it gets stuck. This is a trick that my grandma taught me years ago. You take your string and you put it down underneath your dough. You take your two pieces and you cross them and you have a perfectly cut cinnamon roll. You want to give your cinnamon rolls some space so that they can grow in the oven. Slowly adding in your powdered sugar. With your powdered sugar, be sure to go with pure cane powdered sugar for best results. Adding milk a little bit at a time.